Hi everybody, welcome to Simply Ann. This week I am showing you an I Love You card using a vellum pack and some pearls. So stick with me and I'll show you just how I made this easy and simple card. Today I will be working with these 12-inch bling strips by Want to Scrap, and there are 5 12-inch long strips which you can of course cut apart to use these pearls separately. So these are ivory pearls and they're all self-adhesive. And I'm also going to use this Vellum magic set. So this is a set of a total of 24 sheets of vellum and a sheet of matching dazzles. So it's a really fun set. It's very unique. Nothing like this I've ever seen before in a vellum pack. So with that, let's get started on our project. The first thing I'm going to do is use this big focal piece because I really love how the dazzle is going to match on here. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this out just kind of loosely for now. And I have it on top of white vellum so you can kind of see it better. Then I'm going to peel off this oval dazzle, just carefully and slowly. Alright, now there's a couple methods. You could try and stick this on here very carefully like this, or since this is vellum and you can kind of see through it, you could stick it sticky side up like that, turn over your vellum and try to line it up that way. Either way it's a little tough, so I'm just going to try and do it so you can see it better. I'm going to try and do it from the front. I just try to be gentle. I hold it from two edges like this and let the center kind of sag down while I line up my roses, and that's the tricky part. Okay, I think I got it there, so I'm going to pat down my roses. And if you do make a mistake, you can carefully peel it off and try again. Whew, looks like it went pretty straight, so got lucky there. Be mindful that these leaves do go off of the piece, so you will have to kind of peel it off if you've got it on cardstock. And now I'm going to go ahead and trim right along the line to get a clean shape. So I'm starting with this blank 5-inch by 6.5-inch white card, and I've cut this piece of paper out from the framed vellum paper here. Just to fit the front of the card. Now normally you try to place the glue behind some of the solid parts of the design, but since this is white on white, I'm hoping it won't show if I just use regular glue stick and go around the edges. And you'll want to make sure to get the corners down because vellum can sometimes tend to curl. And I'll just line this up, place it here. Turn the card over and burnish it just with my hand. And there is my vellum covered card, and you cannot see the glue, so that's great. So on top of this is going to be layered my label here. And then we'll put a greeting on that as well. So now that this is glued on, I have cut out this I love you sentiment from this sheet right here. And I've just left a little bit of extra blank space on these two sides. So what I'm going to do is start rolling a little bit of the vellum under for a scroll type look. So I'm just going to try and roll it pretty tiny with my fingers here. And same thing with this side. Might take a couple of seconds to kind of soften up the vellum so you can roll it pretty tight here. Okay. Now I'm going to take a couple of dazzles here. Take a heart here. And another heart here. And then I'm going to go to the back side. And I'm going to take just the tiniest piece of foam tape. So I've peeled off the backing. I'm going to take some scissors. And I'm going to cut out, let's see, a little triangle of foam tape. That's going to go right under this heart and hopefully be hidden from view. Cut another triangle. For this heart. And then turn this over and put it right around there. Alright, a little off center, so I'm going to redo this side here. Alright, so there you have the greeting, which is kind of floating above the background label here, and I've hidden the foam tape secretly behind these two hearts. And it doesn't really matter which direction you roll the vellum. If you want to roll it inward as well, you can do that. So that's another option. And now I'm going to add a few of the self-adhesive pearls. So I'm just going to take my craft knife here and cut off about 5 pearls. Peel that off. Stick it on the tip of my knife again. And I'm just going to place it right underneath this word. And then I'm going to take some singles here and kind of scatter them around. Kind of just try to poke my knife under there and get that pearl on the tip of my knife. Then I can easily place it, press it down, and there it is. There we go. Alright, so we've got 3 up there and 3 down there, just for a balance. And we're nearly finished. I'm just going to add a few more things to the inside. Alright, so as you saw, this is the front of the card, and on the inside all I did was I added this beautiful lacy dazzle border across the top, about a ½ inch from the top, and then I added one of these elements from the cutouts. I'll show you right here. So it's got these circles here, so it was one of those large circles, and I just added the matching dazzle on top of it, cut it out and glued it in place, and it gives me plenty of room for a greeting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this card, and if you're interested in today's bundle, please stay tuned. First in the bundle we have the Want to Scrap 12-inch bling strips, and there are 5 strips here, and in total there are 325 pearls. So that's a lot of pearls to use on your projects. The way I like to use them is in bits and pieces, so you could do a small strip at a time, just cut off a little bit there, and then they will peel off in a strip, or you can use them individually as well. They're great for centering flowers and adding pretty much to any of your projects for corners, borders, etc., and they will go a long way. Also in the bundle we have what's called the Vellum Magic Set, and this contains a total of 24 pieces of 8.5 by 11 pattern vellum, and there's a variety of different kinds of vellum, so I'm just going to go through it with you. In addition, it has this great huge sheet of dazzles. So I'm showing you the dazzles first because they go perfectly with these specially designed pieces. Now these are tags and labels and images that are designed specifically for these dazzles, and as you can see, for example, this oval dazzle fits perfectly on this oval, and these tiny little black and white images, these illustrations, will show you which of these dazzles are meant to go with which of these images. So these are perfect for greetings, for focals, and it's really neat to see the black outline over the matching artwork here. So that's the first sheet of vellum. And then we have 10 sheets of pattern vellum. So I'll just go through these really quick. I'll put them on top of this white cardstock so you can see a little bit of a better contrast. Some of the stripes on here that are more solid looking have been printed first with a white background so that you can see how it stands out more. Even when my hand is behind it, some of those stripes are more solid. So that's the purpose of those white printing below the colored printing. So that's a stripe. I'm just going to go through all of these, and you can see how it looks nice on a dark and a light. This one is a corner flourish with a very pretty handwriting background. Then we have this teal flourish. And as you can see, this is a darker design on a lighter background. But when you flip it over, it becomes a light design on a darker background because of that white printing that I explained earlier. So you could actually, even though it's kind of meant to be seen from this side, you can actually use it on both or either side. So that looks really pretty as well. So that's the teal, and there's also a red version. So this, on top of a white paper, it looks like dark red on a lighter red, and then on top of a darker paper it looks more of the same, but then when you turn it over it looks like a white design on top of a red background. So really fun looks you can get with this vellum. Then we have a houndstooth in green and beige here, and it's also got that white pattern on the back. We also have this gorgeous rose border on the left side here on this lovely olive green, same kind of design as the flourish pattern. So there's the front of that. I'm just going to show you the back real quick. It's got an interesting pastel look to these flowers, so you might want to think about how you could use it that way as well. Then we also have another beautiful rose corner pattern here. Just show you the back to let you see where the white printing has been done, so that these roses will stand out even if you put a different colored paper behind it. Then we have some framed papers. So these will be really nice even if you cut them apart and use different pieces of it for cards. Or if you have an 8.5 by 11 album, you can use this as an album page or background. And there's the back. And then there are some white on white. So this actually doesn't show up too well on the white. So let me see here if I can show you a little better. There we go. So here it is with some dot designs in the center with some lovely butterfly designs in the corners. And if you want, you could try coloring this, spraying it, chalking it, different things like that. Just do a little testing in a small area before you go ahead and cover the whole thing. And then we have another frame piece, and this is a colorful roses on white. Another in black tiny dots in the center, very elegant. And the back of that, as you can see here, we've got that white printing underneath those flowers. So again, no matter what you put behind this, the flowers will still stand out. Then we have some border sheets. So there are 2 sheets of borders, and these go with the papers previously shown. And here's a white lacy border sheet. You can use these separately if you want to cut them out, or you can just use this as a background itself. Color the stripes different colors with different things. Maybe gelatos would work well if you're familiar with those. You could test a lot of different things on there. That would be really fun. And then we also have some greetings. So there are 3 sheets of greetings I'm going to show you. 2 of them are in color. So we've got some happy day, thinking of you, celebrate. Some fun ones. Birthdays are like donuts. It's best not to count how many you've had. And so there's some pretty cheeky ones on here. Different orientation. For example, this one's horizontal and this one's vertical. This one's smaller. So really a lot of options there. Same thing on this sheet. We've got some sympathy and love and caring. Hello, congratulations, best wishes, happy birthday, thank you, etc. And then we have a sheet of just plain black greetings on a white vellum. So what you would do with these is cut them out and use them separately. You could tear around them because they're spaced out pretty well. So that makes a really fun effect. And then you can also layer them on top of different colors and they'll look different colors, which is fun. Finally, we have 8 sheets of solid pastel vellum, and I'm going to bring back my white cardstock to show you these colors because they look different on different colors, obviously. So here's the lavender, then we have a very pretty pink, then we have a darker pink, almost an orchid color, green, spring green. This is an aqua blue, light blue, yellow, red. Now these together make orange, so that's why you're seeing that orange. And another darker teal. Alright, so those are all of the sheets in this fabulous Vellum Magic set. And don't forget those dazzles as well. So these items are what's found in today's bundle, and I hope you guys take advantage of it.